Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 4. We are almost halfway done. Okay, so here's some things you need to know about this one. This is online. We are going to be looking at literacy development, and there's some reading that we're going to do that's going to support that, and then I really want you to start thinking and making connections between what you are observing in your case studies and development. And I know you're just starting to kind of put this together. Okay, so here's your to-do list, and for your field work, these are three. So this is if you haven't done the concepts of print. It'd be good to get that done. And then there's three kind of new ones that we haven't talked about yet, but they are in your Marie Clay book. And here it is, this one here. And this is what I mentioned in class last week. So there's tasks where you're basically going to do this letter identification. You're going to see chapter 6. Everything you need to know is there. Word reading, chapter 7, and writing vocabulary, chapter 8. Not all of your kids will be ready for word reading and writing vocabulary, so you'll need to see kind of where you are. And if those don't make sense to do, then that's okay. Don't do them. And when we meet in 2 weeks, we will talk about some other things that you could do. Okay, so you'll be working on those. And go ahead and update the fieldwork database entry if you have not done so for your FARP results. You're going to do a small group discussion via VoiceThread. I will show you that in a minute. And then you're going to continue to update your case study fieldwork notebook blog. Some things before class next week. Go ahead and bring these things in because we're going to be doing a lot with those. Okay, here's the calendar. So the reading is from Marianne Wolf. It's called Proust and the Squid. It looks like this. Here it is. And it's kind of one of those books that looks like a novel. And it kind of feels like a novel. You know, you'll have the e-copy, so you don't get to feel it. But the reason I'm pointing that out to you is it kind of reads like a novel, too. So you're going to read chapter 1, which is going to introduce you to her perspective. And then chapter 5 and 6, which are all on development. And again, this reads pretty quickly. So you will need to make time for it, but I think you're going to like how it goes. Okay, start reading it sometime today or tomorrow. Finish reading it by Wednesday. You can start posting a VoiceThread on Wednesday, but you definitely need to have one up by Thursday. So I've given you a little flexibility there. You're then going to respond to at least one person's VoiceThread, continue the discussion here, and finish the VoiceThread here. So now let's look at the VoiceThread. There is a tutorial here, but I am going to show you quickly what it looks like. Basically what it is it's gives us, instead of writing, as we would in the discussions that we did writing based, this one is a voice or voice and video. So I will show you what that looks like. Now, when you open it, you're going to click on here, and you're going to get to a page, and you're going to want to click launch. Do not do that. That kind of sends you off in a weird place. So watch here. So I'm going to click on here. Over here, see how it says launch? Don't do that. Just wait for it to load. If it doesn't load, then try a different browser. So I'm using this in another class right now, and 2 people wrote in and said they couldn't get, when they opened it, it was blank. And I said, well, if you're using Safari, try Chrome and vice versa. And then they were able to get it to work then. So 2 troubleshootings. Don't click launch, and then if you can't see this screen, then try a different browser. And if that doesn't work, then let me know. And also you can check out the tutorial too. Okay, so there is I've already done a post, and so you'll see that here, and that's just waiting to load. And then the way you're going to add in your posts is through this. Let me just put this down. There is a plus button down here. And let me see if I can get this. There you go. You can click on the plus, and it gives you options. So you could just type something in. You could call something in. If you don't have a camera attached to your computer, you can use that, and it's just doing just an audio one. And then this is audio and video, which is what I've done over here. As you go in and add things, you'll see them here, and you can click on what the different people say. And then you're just going to want to talk for a couple of minutes. And the prompt is basically, what did you think of the reading? And there's more detail on the prompt when you click on mine here. I don't know why it's taking a while to load there. I'll look into that and make sure that that's ready for you. There are, and then it gives you options to delete, save, that kind of thing. Okay, so have a go and try to be brave. It does feel a little bit weird the first time recording your voice, but it's really just another interesting way to connect with each other and to have a discussion. I will be taking a little bit of a backseat this one because you're developing your own learning community now, but I will be monitoring and answering questions as we go. There are 2 groups for the voice thread, and that's mainly to kind of ease the burden so you don't have to listen to all of them, even though you're certainly welcome to. We've got group 1 and group 2. Now say you're welcome to, this is a good place to kind of start your posts, but you're welcome to do it on either one. So say you go into group 1 and no one else has posted, you just join group 2 or vice versa. It'll be fine either way. So that's the voice thread. Here's your case link to your case study blog again. Here's the link to the fieldwork database. And then back to the calendar. So we've got, that was the voice thread. And then fieldwork, it says, sometimes this week do as many of the tasks listed above as is appropriate. And then add artifacts as you go and add data to the fieldwork database. So that is everything. I hope that helps. If there are any questions, let me know.